Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. Welcome back to the Link to the Past No Major Glitches League Season 4 Rando style, and let our commentators, Rossi and Relkin, explain that.
Alright, yeah. Hey there, I am Relkin, and I'm joined by Drossi, also in the commentary booth. Drossi, you want to explain what we're doing here?
Well, we're combining the best of both worlds of the vanilla game and Rando by playing the vanilla game with all the conveniences of Rando, like no pop-up messages and things generally going much faster in terms of, fewer cutscenes and everything. And as you can hear and see, the runners also get to pick their sprites and MSUs.
Yep.
But at the same time, they know where all the items are because it's the same as vanilla.
Yeah. There are a couple little nuances between, like, the vanilla Rando, ROM versus actual, Link to the Past. Like, the red boomerang is always in the waterfall in the Rando vanilla preset. And then there are just... I'm trying to think.
Right, that's because you never get locked out of the castle in the vanilla preset of Rando, like you would in the vanilla game.
Yeah, the lamp plus the 2 blue rupees and the other 2 chests still functions like it does in the vanilla game, in Rando preset, interestingly enough. So if you open this chest, it would give you lamp, and then you get blue rupees in the other 2. Kind of cool.
If you really want the blue rupees. And as we can see, neither of the runners is bothering to get the lamp out of Link's house.
Yeah, no, it's faster just to grab it in Zelda Cell.
And as for the runners themselves, this is the second week, and they are both 1-0.
Yep, this is a Swiss bracket, a 3-week Swiss bracket of 3 brackets of 8 people. So there will be a champion crown for each of the 3 leagues. This is Eastern Palace bracket. So the person that goes 3-0 will be crowned Eastern Palace champion.
Do the division champions have to play each other in the end or anything?
Nope. It is just a it's just to create tighter bands of skill between how the fastest runners will get put in the top bracket, and then the medium fast, and then the not as medium fast. It's just so that way races are closer and more exciting.
I see. So which one is Hera, the fastest or the slowest?
Hera is the fastest, and then the slowest is Hyrule Castle. But it's actually only 4 players right now. It used to be 5, now it's 4. They're doing a round robin because it's not not enough people to do an 8-person Swiss kind of deal.
Makes sense. So in any case, we can expect some pretty fast play from these runners.
Yeah, it'll be like I said, Jesse's PB is a 118. Looks like I think he hasn't updated it on the Rando leaderboard because I see a 118.04 on his splits. Bress's PB is a 120. Looks like it's a 121 based on his splits.
Well, they both got a hair over 120 in their first race. I just checked.
Okay, so they just aren't good at updating his
So
splits.
Bress didn't update his splits after his first race.
Come on, people. Give us accurate representations. But with that knowledge in mind, we should probably expect Jesse to gain little bits of time here and there throughout the race. But Bress has probably not played a lot of this. As far as I'm aware, Bress has not played a lot of vanilla preset. This is an interesting 8/ strat. I don't usually see it done like that.
Well, Bress is more of an SMZ3 player to begin with.
He's an SM player to be really.
Well, that
anyway.
too.
Maybe it's the reason why he's using the SM MSU.
Yeah, that was an interesting strat by him though in Zelda's Cell.
No, I'm talking about Jesse. He did 8/, but he did it he slashed him into the right wall, and usually you stand below him.
I was just surprised that Bressingham kept boomeranging the guard.
Who, the ball and chain guard?
No, the green guard.
Okay. I didn't see what exactly went down that room. Didn't know why, so that's all right. But you never know with a race. You know, it's like you try and do what you can to go as fast as you can in a race, and you skip lots of safeties like you would not normally get in an actual randomizer race. And so the mail upgrades are kind of out of the way. One of them's not as out of the way in the rando speedrun. The blue mail and ice palace is actually really easy to get. It only takes 6 seconds with hookshot and 8 seconds without.
Right, because icebreaker is legal.
Yeah,
you're playing a
the
rando
key is
mode.
right there where you do icebreaker. And you grab it anyway because you grab the big key anyway because that's the faster route to do icebreaker.
Red mail doesn't take horribly long to get, but it's probably on the order of 10 to 15 seconds.
If you're already grabbing blue, you may as well just grab blue mail because you get it earlier.
Yeah, if you're
it takes less time to get it, and 3, blue to red is not necessarily the best upgrade.
Right, if you're gonna go to the trouble of getting 1, you might as well do the one that's quicker.
Yeah, quicker, earlier on, so you get more use out of it, and the one that gives you more bang for your buck. Oh no, Jesse got Seattle Rat and had to go.
Very Seattle, yeah.
Almost Vancouver even.
Bressingham got the rat more in, I don't know, Utah.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other things, since we don't have, pop-up text boxes, bit more incentive to grab Sank Heart here.
Yeah, it only takes 2 seconds, I believe, to grab it. We also just grab it because we want the extra safety for when we go to Mr. Meyer. We're going there early to get the cane earlier than we would normally. And so
yes,
having
to use an icebreaker.
Having the extra heart for the biddy fight is what we grab it for usually. You can still skip it, but it is more recommended to grab it because it takes less time and it's safer for Meyer.
And of course, then we also have the Cane of Samaria available for doing Diver Down, which is legal in this mode.
Right, yeah. We don't need the cane for that, but it's a little easier with the cane.
Yeah, it requires a whole lot less timing since the block doesn't explode on you.
You can explode it, but you don't do that, and you have control over it. It's like a time bomb. Remote control bomb.
There you go.
Alright, so early on here, we're doing a lot of walking around. Yeah, we don't get the boots until after Eastern.
Which is in part why both this run and the regular NMG run make a beeline for Eastern as soon as you're out of Sank.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the speed runs for Link to the Past beeline to Eastern so you get the boots, or beeline a way to get green pendant early so you can get the boots early kind of deal. I could talk to you about reverse boss order and how you beat Trinex and then you go into Eastern and then EG and do some stuff to get to the Trinex room and then the green pendant drops. And that way you can get boots from Saha.
I'm definitely not familiar with those heavy glitch modes.
Oh, they're great. They're great to watch. They're just, I don't know, speedrunning them is hard because like one mistake is so much more major than a death to a boss in just a regular NMG run.
I've heard that the randomizer even has an inverted vanilla preset where it's inverted, but all the items are still in their vanilla location, so you need to do a lot of glitching to get stuff from the light world.
Yeah, I actually don't even know how that one works out. Chex Human would be able to answer those questions, I'm sure, because he's done a run.
Yeah, because Hera is one of the few dungeons you can't just bunny revive in, so you can't just bunny revive to get the Moon Pearl.
Oh, is it mine glitches checks? Okay. Nice.
Quite some jazzed up strains of Tetris as we pick up the bow. Of course, speaking of the bow, that's key in any sort of vanilla-ish mode because that is the way you want to kill landmos.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that you're forced to do that in Rando.
Sometimes feels like even rarer is if you're supposed to do like a sword only or a like swordless, like bomb and some other junk, landmo, some aria.
Yeah, I've seen some bomb landmo fights. It's kind of ugly.
Oh,
Jesse having trouble shooting those Stalfos, and Bressingham takes the lead.
That was a ZGR if I ever saw one.
ZGR?
Zelda Gamer Room.
It's
Yeah, a runner by the name of Zelda Gamer had a field day with that room one day, and his commentary reaction was just priceless. Bressingham not far enough to the left there. You need to be further to the left to be able to hit the Armos, so we had to deal with the enrage phase a bit.
Yeah, so Jesse's positioning, even just for, getting the heart container and the pendant, was a bit better at the end.
You might have noticed that they got some rupee drops. We kind of hope for rupee drops early, so we can kind of make getting money faster.
Yeah, gotta
Actually,
raise 500 for the flippers and another 110 for Kiki, one way or another.
Well, we don't have to worry about the flippers because there's like the rupees we always pick up. We only care about getting money early for Kiki. They each got like they each got above 10 rupees. In fact, really all you need is 5 or 4. Well, they each got plenty of rupees in Eastern, so they grabbed Saha rupees here. You can opt to do tree pulls after Hera, but some runners just like to do this because it's safer, also give you some extra bombs.
But if you're tight for money, just make sure you don't get hit by an enemy, because then Kiki runs away and you have to bribe him with another 10 rupees. And if you're below 110 at that point, you're in trouble, and I've seen this happen.
Yep. Alright, so we're doing some spin speeds here. We're charging up our sword and releasing it. And the first frame after releasing it, we slide over the A button. And that will activate a spin speed state where we can move really fast after touching a manual stairs. It's a kind of annoying trick. You have to slide your thumb from B to A kind of fast. And it's very, very prone to mess up.
Would you believe I find it easier on keyboard than on controller?
What the heck?
I know, it's weird, but I can get it on keyboard, I can't get it on controller.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
But either way, the trick is important in vanilla because the other way to move fast is hook speed, which requires the hook shot. And you don't get the hook shot until pretty late in this.
Nope. Yeah, no, correct. We do not save and quit in Rainbow Vanilla preset. At least this category, we do not. We run and fly everywhere. We don't teleport.
Yeah, the big implication of that, or one of the big implications, is you have to do the Death Mountain descent.
Yep. Gotta do Death Mountain descent. You gotta run all the way from Desert to Hera. We fake Flipper kind of over by the Ice Rod.
Yeah. After Pod, like, one of the first things you do is get the flute and then you activate it. And after that, you're just fluting everywhere, so really the major implications are before you get flute. Nice Super Mario Land track here.
You're going to see each of them pick up. There was a free arrow pod on the way, and they're going to pick up that one too, which is you could skip that one if you were lucky in Eastern with arrow drops, but you generally pick that one up. I mean, you pick 2 up in this room to get up as many arrows as possible before the Landmo fight.
Yeah, if you could do Landmo perfectly, you only need 12 arrows, but a perfect Landmo is extremely difficult, and even the top runners can only do that maybe half the time.
You could even use like 11 or 10 if you can get like 2 slashes on some Lambos. So the interesting thing about Random Vanilla Preset is that boss patterns are seeded. So we will see the Lambos move the same patterns for each of the runners here until some of the Lambos die. Whenever they die, that changes the patterns. But just to illustrate the point, if you assume that like none of the Lambos die for like the first 5 cycles, you'll see them move the exact same way on each of the runner screens.
I did not actually know that. I was seeing a discussion about how Argus movement is seeded, but I don't overall know which bosses have their movement seeded in vanilla.
Blind is not really need to be seeded. Like the
Right, blind is script.
Yeah. Ooh, Jesse not getting quite in the right position there. Neither is Breast though, so not a good start.
But yeah, as you were saying, you can see the Landmos on both sides spawning in that kind of arc for the second phase.
They might change up here, just due to them dying in different ways. Actually, no, they're kind of the same. They're kind of the same right now. It's interesting. Unless they killed the same Lambo. Ooh, nice killing that guy.
Yeah, that final spawn was in the same place, so I guess they killed the same Landmos.
Yeah, they must have. Yeah, so they each had pretty much equivalent Landmo fights. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Bress actually used more arrows in the fight, though, so he is down a few compared to Jesse. Luckily, we have Quick Swap, and you usually switch to Boomerang for this split. You see Bress do it already, because you want to use the Boomerang instead of arrows for this upcoming screen with the electrified guys.
I still had a momentary, we're not dipping Aegina, and then I'm like, no, you're not collecting pieces of heart in this mode.
Nope, this is not Hundo. Alright, coming up here, you're going to want to watch the Pickles and see if they move down. If they move down, you have to move out of the way. That guy's fine. That guy's... Oh, wait. Oh, Jesse must have gotten a bad slope dash there.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too high.
Yeah, depending on where you start your dash, you could get a bad slope dash. So what you want to do on that screen is you want to... If you're already in the position, on like the vertical position to dash just fine, just stand where you are and dash, and you won't get a bad slope dash. Just don't hold the D-pad when you dash on that screen. They're really even now. So that's
yeah,
cool.
it's amazing. Like every time one of them gets a small lead, the other catches up. But
yeah, makes it interesting.
Always nice to see well-matched runners.
All right, now we got upcoming one of the worst screens in the game, according to a lot of runners. This screen can just rip you to pieces. Oh goodness, that was close.
Yeah.
I thought Jesse was trapped, but he's fine.
Just avoiding getting dead rocked. But he is really getting smacked around by the cabbages.
Oh, okay, Bressingham foregoing spin speed, I guess, which is unfortunate because it's pretty slow to just, give up on it, honestly. But he has a lot more health than Jesse at this point. Oh no, don't grab the rock.
Well, the really important thing is don't talk to the guys there.
Oh gosh, no. Do not. You will have a bad time. I know we talked about removing text boxes. Well, those guys, they are an exception.
Yeah, basically anyone you shouldn't talk to still has a nice long text box.
right? Each getting nice Moldorm RNG to grab that key with the boomerang. A guy can get in the way of the boomerang, which will block the key from getting grabbed, and you kind of have to react to that and not mirror accidentally, and you're like, no, I didn't get the key!
I wonder if Jesse's gone a death warp because his health is so low, just to get a bit of a refill.
He could. There's nothing, you know, against that, because it is technically slower than just mirroring. Ooh, we'll see. See, Bress is not opting to do a little, tile room switch strat here. He's just gonna wait out the tile room. Jesse, think he did the boom dash strat because he still has the same amount of arrows. That's nice. Love to see it. Oh no, he used a bomb. I'm sorry. No, he used a bomb. His bomb counts lower now. He used a bomb to bomb climb the stairs, and he.
Oh! Jesse let I guess he didn't properly light one of the torches, and by force of habit, he was already on mirror, and tried to light the last torch, but he'd already quick swapped a mirror, and so.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's just one of those unfortunate things that you don't see coming, and then you realize you do something, and it's too late, and you gotta do stuff like this again. Bress hitting the switch. This is a safety strat you can do. This will allow pots at the top of this dungeon to be available to you, and they all have hearts underneath them. So it's a good safety strat if you're a little low on health, or you'd like to be more comfortable on health. Nice bomb jump there. That is can be a very annoying bomb jump because there can be induced lag from the left side of this room, and that's no fun. Alright, lighting the torches again. We did it. We got the big key. Good job, Jesse. Alright, so Bressingham filling up on health for this fight, just in case it goes south.
But Jesse at his health is also going to have to be... Ooh. Yeah, he can't do the bomb jump without getting more health. He's just going to take a tactical death.
I guess he's dying, yeah, so... Whether he wants to or not, he is restarting the dungeon with a little more health. So the thing you could do... Oh, let me wait till... Oh, good. Okay, good. Wow, that was some nice positioning there. That worked out very well.
Barely had to deal with Enrage Storm.
Yeah. Alright. So, there is actually... You may have seen... I don't know if you saw this, but Bress picked up a pot in that room where you do the bomb jump. The bottom one of those 3 pots has a heart. So if you are, you know, at 1 heart or lower, you can grab that heart to ensure you can do the bomb jump. You might see it here, but he may not get it. He's at 4 hearts. He may not need it. Oh, he does. See, there's the heart right there.
Still, overall, I think he would have done better if he had just set up a death warp the first time in the basement.
You can never tell sometimes.
And then he wouldn't have been on mirror to begin with.
So, he actually did a different alternate strat where you set the bomb up first, and then you kind of get close to the pit, but you don't have to get as close. But you time a bonk just right that it extends the distance that the bomb sends you across the pit by 4 pixels. So you can be as far as 6 pixels away from the pit and make it across the gap. It's a nice little tactic you can use.
That's pretty generous considering how percent. Oh.
And speaking of pits, you want to be holding in as much as you can, and I think Jesse just kind of got caught off guard there. Wasn't holding in towards Moldorm. What were we going to say about the pits?
Oh, just that, 6 pixels is very generous compared to a lot of the glitches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 2 pixels, for a regular bomb jump setup. But with the bomb, you can extend it.
On the floor below Moldorm, dashing by the bumper is a 4-pixel margin.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Alright, so Bress picked up the Master Sword. He's also picking up the Mushroom. This is a safety you can use for dungeons like Misery Mire and GT.
Yeah, and again, it's somewhat faster to do in vanilla preset rando without the messages.
Yep, without the text box. And you can kind of make it faster, quick swapping between what you need to use it. In Mire, once we get past all the final rooms before Vidi, there's any fairy in that room, and if you're low on magic when you do that, and so you just get rid of the final bits of your magic, and then you can take powder, which is where you have no magic in your inventory. You use the Cane Samaria, and then immediately switch to the mushroom by menuing, and that the game thinks you have powder and can use it, and so you can powder any fairies like that. So it's very useful. It's very like it's not out of your way. Just pick this mushroom up. And like you said with the no text box, it's even less out of your way.
Yeah, it's basically the 1 or 2 seconds for the fanfare of picking it up.
Mm-hmm. Bress opting for triple dash strats in that room. It's a bit less finicky than trying to do double beam into dash. The reason we want to dash into those guys to kill them is because they're in a prize pack with a fairy in it. We want to preserve that fairy until Turtle Rock. And dashing through enemies makes them force not to drop anything.
Wow, I knew the part about dashing prevents drops, but I did not know there was so much planning that went into the prize packs and when to try to trigger stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure who all came up with that, strategy for this, for the NMG route, this route, whatever. That's, like super good hindsight, honestly. Bress, trying to use the boomerang in this room. Sometimes you can get what's called short boomed, and the guards have a vision box. It is a hitbox, and it blocks things like boomerangs and hook shots. So if you're, I guess, quote-unquote, unlucky, they will block your shots, and you just hate life.
Oh, very nice play of that room to just slam the guard with 2 pots and boomerang the key.
Yep. He got good RNG too with the top right red guard moving down. If he moves left or right, then he can get in your way, and you have to react accordingly. But did not have to react. Nice getting past that guard. That guy can be really annoying to get past. But if you just start your dash low enough on that screen and just hold your dash all the way through, you'll pretty much get past them all the time.
And another quality of life improvement here that you won't see in either the vanilla game or a regular rando seed is that we are guaranteed 0 blue balls.
Oh yeah. Makes this a little bit more appealing to run. Yeah, okay, so back to the prize pack guards. Jesse spun them. I guess he's not familiar with beamless for that room. He got a heart drop, which means that the fairy is next in his drop pack. And the next place where there's a chance for a drop to occur is the next dungeon, in fact. So hopefully he does not get unlucky. Hopefully the fairy does not drop. Otherwise, he'll have to do Turtle Rock a little bit more dangerously. We'll just see.
So that I don't have to go Googling in the wiki, what enemy in pod is in that prize pack?
It is the mini Helmas.
Ah.
So when you do Hammer Yump, you throw a pot at one of the mini Helmas. And so
Right,
that's basically like the one drop you're always going to have to think about in that prize pack. And so if you've gotten a drop from the prize pack guards room, then you might get the fairy on him, you might not.
Or you can do the super advanced strat and hover to hammer.
That's also true. I don't think out of these rooms we'll be doing that. That strat is just forever cursed.
Yeah, an extremely risky strat.
Do you, Sleepy? I could have swore you could just get around him. Maybe not. What if you dash through him? What if you dashed and like you poked him out of the way and then started your hover or something? Our Bress making it all the way to pod with the Kiki and Toast, not losing Kiki in the process.
Though, hey, with 17 rupees left, he had a little margin for error. You still don't want to have to go back and get Kiki again.
Yeah, definitely a time loss you don't want to deal with. You knock him into the pit with the pot? Got it. Pot pit. Yeah, this music is a little too like groovy for a boss fight.
But Jesse's sure playing with his boomerang in time to it.
Yeah, that's what I like to do too. And, you know, boss fights where I have to wait. I'll just do things along the music or whatever. Always fun. Oh, Matt's saying there's a dash strat that sends a helmet to the pit. That makes sense. Yeah, if you like. Oh, yeah. I guess if you pick up both pots and like kind of move to the left or move to the right, that way you dash into them. Yeah.
Oh, nice job by Bress getting that bomb exactly right so he could drop down. I thought he had maybe put it too far down.
Yeah. That is, you know, that's you know, trying to be as optimal as we can here, going fast. We want to pull the bomb out as early as possible, and then throw it to the bottom edge of that cracked floor, and then move just above the explosion radius. That way we can, you know, fall down as fast as possible. Bress seems to be pulling that off nicely. All right, upcoming, just what we're talking about, the hammer jump. You're gonna have to place 2 bombs here on this. We're gonna place 2 bombs at a specific position to our right. You're gonna be seeing pause buffer strats to get lined up properly. Looks like he's in the right spot now. Oh, he's actually not gonna place a second bomb. He's gonna just wait until after he gets across. A little slower, but safe. But yeah, there's hammer jump.
And, interestingly, Rando does not normally allow a small key in the dark maze, so it has to be force-placed in the vanilla mode.
Yeah. I think because of the fact that the hammer is there, you can't get to that key door beyond the mimics and the statue and all that. And so that's why I think it's okay, it's there.
Yeah. Now that's exactly why that, you know, if the hammer is vanilla, that really changes the key possibilities in Pod.
Bress not getting lucky with the mimics drops there. The 2 mimics on his right and left dropped stuff, but not the one in the way of the door.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have enough arrows to do Phase 2 of Helma just on arrows.
No, but we have spin speed, and we can use that with the hammer to make the fight pretty nice and easy. It was actually, like, discovered about 4 years ago now that we could use spin speed on the Helmasaur fight to make it a lot easier to deal with. Before we were, you know, oh, there's the fairy drop. That's unfortunate. Alright, so he's not going to get an Infernal Lock. But yeah, before we were using, whenever the mask was broken off of Helma, we would use sword out hammers, and we kind of moved diagonally into Helma from the left. And it just was still, decently tight, even with that hammer hitbox extension. But now the hammer hitbox is extended even further with spin speed. We're going to see Bress try and get spin speed. He didn't quite get it there. See if he goes for it again. He may not go for it again. We'll see. No, he's not going to go for it. Okay. Slashes will do the trick.
Yep, 1 spin and 6 slashes. Let's see, maybe Jesse makes up a little bit of time on the Helma fight.
Ooh, nice 10 drop. Love to see it.
Yeah, so he's gonna have enough arrows if he just wants to do Phase 2 with arrows.
Yeah, but we actually, well, depending on if you go to Swamp or Mire first. I think Bress goes to Mire first. I'm not sure about Jesse, but if you went to Mire first after Skull Woods, you want arrows, and so using them on Helmasaur is not advised.
Oh, we'll see how they each are out. As we've said, the next order of business is get the flute and activate it.
Bress moving a little too far down there, and the Ropa punishing him for that. Moving a little too far. Moving a little too far with that dash. Yeah, in regular MG, it's okay. Like, you deal with whatever, because you go to Swamp first anyway.
Oh, and Jesse did get the spin speed there.
Yep. So you'll see just how nice and easy Phase 2 is. No trouble.
Another quality of life improvement, you don't have to listen to the flute boy play his song while you're grabbing the flute.
Yep.
Now that was a nice spin speed by Bress to get up through CAC.
Yep, that's what you do there. Oh goodness, what happened there? Did Jesse get lottoed? That was weird. I missed what happened.
I didn't catch it, I was watching Bress.
You don't really get lottoed by that guy. It's usually the second guy upon leaving pod. Well, that's what we like to call the Ropa lottery. The Ropas can hop at varying heights, and the higher they hop, the further they, move. And depending on how high they hop, they could get in such a way that you cannot, that you won't hit them with your sword, and they'll just knock you out of your dash. Really? Okay, wow. I guess he just got lottoed. That was. That must be a very rare occurrence for that first guy, then. I feel like I never gotten hit by that guy ever in a run.
I'm just thinking another difference with this being the randomizer is that you still have the shovel after you grab the flute, so if you ever get really desperate for arrows, you can try digging.
I don't think anyone's gonna do that. That is something to think about.
And of course you want to do Thieves before Skullwood so that you can rescue the Smith and get your Tempered Sword for Skullwoods.
Yep. There has been arguments made about skipping Tempered in this category, in this run, because getting Gold, Silver, and Silver does not require you to get Tempered like it does in... Well, you can get Silvers without Tempered in regular NMG, but getting Gold Sword requires Tempered in NMG normally. But in this run, you can just get Gold Sword without having to get Tempered. It's non-progressive swords.
Yeah, well, and also, in order to spawn the big bomb in like true vanilla, you have to have rescued the Smiths, even if you didn't upgrade your sword with them. Whereas here, you just need the 5-6 crystals to spawn the big bomb.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you need to get the tempered sword in actual game. Like you can't.
You need to have actually.
I think so. Yeah. Otherwise, I believe if you just throw your sword in the pond, it won't work. If you throw a Master Sword, it doesn't work. Pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. No, that's probably true. I'm just saying in terms of even to spawn the big bomb, you have to rescue the Smith. And once you've rescued the Smith, you might as well grab Tempered.
Is that the case? Do you have to grab the Smith do you have to have rescued the Smith to spawn the big bomb? I actually don't know about that.
I believe so. In the vanilla game, you have. In addition to the 5 and 6 crystals, you have to have rescued the Smith.
Tombtap says, who knows? I might have to test that now. You have intrigued me. Alright, so we're moving through Thieves Town here. It's a lot of straightaways, so we get to make use of those boots. And then we get ourselves the Titansmiths upcoming here on Bressa's side.
They look like they're not that far apart, but Jesse still has to do the whole attic.
Yeah. Thieves Town's a deceptively long dungeon because of how much we have to do inside of it. Like, if we didn't have to go up to the attic, go get the Titansmiths, like, rescue the maiden. Like, the boss room is very early into the dungeon, but it's like you have to do lots of other things before you go there. Alright, so here is the blind fight. So if you do this fight the same way every time, it plays out exactly the same every time. Bress off to a good start thus far.
And that is true regardless of whether you're playing the vanilla game or randomizer.
Correct. Nice script. Good job. Took a hard damage, but that's who cares?
Right. I mean, if you take a hit but stay on script, you know, you're fine as long as you didn't start on one heart to begin with.
Ooh, Jesse getting the bad RNG there. If you go up and that guy also turns up and then stops fast, he will shoot you. And unless your pumping is really, really good, you cannot get around that shot. So he got burned there.
And here's the 300 rupee drop that will get us the majority of our Zora money.
Yeah, I was also gonna say taking that damage in the blind fight is still like bad because you lose time to refill frames after getting the crystal. You want to have full health when beating the dungeon, so you don't have to wait for your health to refill.
And full magic, ideally. That takes even longer.
You don't use magic. The only place you would lose it is from the Anti-Fairy and like Hellway, but that doesn't usually happen.
In this particular dungeon.
Yeah. Right, let's see how Jesse's script goes. Good start.
It's a little off script, but...
Yeah. I would have been worried if he got another hit there, because he'd been on Oko, and that might make you do some weird things, but he pressed on. We didn't die. That's the most important thing. Dying is very slow.
And then it throws the script off.
That's true, yeah. Actually, the refight will always be, like, unscripted, basically, because you start from the bottom and he's already spawned. Like, Blind's already spawned. And so you just kind of have to do whatever. Bress, on that dash, entering the Skull Wizardry, he did not move far enough to the right, so he got hit by the red guard. So you want to move a little further to the right when doing that dash. And now we got some Kirby music. And then we immediately go to Light World to end that. We're back to, what is it, DuckTales?
That's an old game I didn't play much.
Oh, nice mini Moldorm kill. It's always nice when the bomb manages to kill some or all of the mini Moldorms.
Yeah, otherwise you have to rely on iframes to get past them.
Iframes, or they might just get in your way and you have to slash them. Who knows? Pesky little guys. I'm sad. Neither of these runners went for Fence Dash, and I'm very sad now.
Which one's Fence Dash?
The one out right after getting the Tempered Sword, on the way to Sea House. When you transition left, you tap left and A at the same time, and that'll put you on a position where you can dash up and nudge the fence in such a way where you don't bonk on it. Yeah, exactly, Splooby. I'm leaving now.
Well, I guess I'll have to call the rest of this match on my own.
Alright, upcoming here on Bress's side, we got the Mothula fight. So Moth is a boss.
And is Moth's behavior seated in this?
You know, it's interesting. It is, but it isn't. The conveyor on the floor is not seated. It can do whatever it wants. I think the spikes are also not seated. I think they do whatever they want. But Moth, technically, his movement is seated. Except that the fight just always goes differently because of other factors. And so it's not really seated. You know what I mean?
Still, that was a good enough Moth fight that in the time it took us to discuss that, Bressingham's got him down.
Yeah. So what we like to call for how moth fights go, we say, you know, a certain number out of 10. Looks like 5 or 6 spikes move, so we're gonna say like 4 or 5 out of 10 for Bress. If no spikes move, we say 10 out of 10. That's the, you know, quote unquote optimal fight or great moth fight.
And Bress is also getting a bit more of a lead because Jesse, unfortunately, didn't move the statue quite correctly in the room before the Smallwood's big key, and so he had to reset that room.
Yeah, he's also down to 1 heart now, so it's kind of scary. Pretty much. Okay, he's being safe. I see.
Yeah.
Don't want to take another chance. Okay, Bressingham actually not doing either of the routes I suggested. He's actually getting Ice Rod, and then he's going to set up a Water Walk. What that's going to allow him to do is get to the Zora area a little bit faster, and that will, you know, if you pick up flippers that way, and then leave. This is a route that Tam came up with. Yeah, exactly, Tam route.
Huh.
Yeah, so this is one of the alternate ways of, you know, not having to deal with a lot of the bad RNG, with leaving the Zora area. Get this nice little cursed dash there. It like goes along 2 slopes. I love it.
Is it ever worthwhile to try to combo Zora and Catfish? I'm guessing not, just because having to get to Zora when you don't have spin speed and no flippers is so annoying.
You mean Water Walk or whatever? Or wait, what?
Yeah, Water Walk, not spin speed, sorry.
I guess technically you could get Quake and then you could set up like a Water Walk with a Splash Delete, but yeah, this is technically
saying the
slower,
combo
but
is
it's
faster.
Just, yeah, it's like slightly slower. It's a little bit safer. Ooh, yeah, that guy likes to shoot rocks through the statue for whatever reason. Makes perfect sense, you know? Bruss getting hit there as a result.
So now how's Jesse gonna route this? Is he gonna do the same?
No, I doubt it. I think he's gonna do Swamp first. He's
gonna get Ether.
Yeah, you can get Ether first, but then you might see him go get Quake and then Flippers. Actually, no. His splits are saying Mire, so no, he's going straight to Mire after this. Never mind. That is the optimal route. We'll just be good, checks. Don't be bad. Forehead.
Yeah, so now we'll have to see where the runners are when they finally reconverge.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a bit before we sync up again. Because Jesse will do Ice and then Swamp after this, and Bress will do Mire and then Ice after this, so we will not have anything to compare to until we get to Turtle Rock. Ooh, that was lucky. That guy could have moved further down and hit Bress out of his dash, but he didn't, thankfully. Nice of those guys to get in the way of Bress's dash. Oh, Jesse, not quite getting the right enemy with the Fire Rod shot there. You want to shoot the Wizrobe.
Yeah, the Ropas or Popos or whatever they are a lot easier to take down by other means. I guess those are Ropas and the overworld ones are Popo. No, sorry. Those are Popos and the overworld ones are Ropas.
Yeah, the Ropa Lottery guys. The hoppy dudes. And the guys that just move, wiggle on the floor, or Popos. Oh gosh, that's not good actually.
With how Jesse's kind of trapped.
That and also, oh gosh, he is.
Yikes! And Mire is not a dungeon you want to be taking a death in, because regardless of anything else, if you take a death, you have to redo Mire too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's gonna do now. I guess he might just grab the lobby key instead. Either he's gonna have to like take a death warp and get health back, or just do a slower Mire route overall. Because you do not have enough health now to grab the spike key. Well, Brett's getting a little too close to that guy, gets electrified. Okay, I think he's gonna have to grab this lobby key. He did. Oh, you know what? He did grab the mushroom. Okay.
Oh, he's got a fake powder.
Okay, so never mind. Yeah, he'll just have to grab the full magic refill right after getting the cane.
But that's gonna kill Spooky, right?
Yes, I think. Unless he inputs a dash, that may preserve it. Alright, we're coming up on Diver Down here. We get to place a bomb, and then we get hit, and then we go underneath the water for some reason.
I'm surprised Jesse didn't fake powder the anti-fairy in the room before getting cane, and then he could have just gotten the spike key.
Well, first he needed the cane. I think that was the thing that we kind of forgot just then.
Oh, right. You can't
in the
fake
big
powder
chest
without the
and,
cane.
yeah.
Duh.
Okay, so Spooky's definitely dead now.
Yes, Spleeby, I'm tired, fine.
Yes, MM2, he does a different route, where he gets, Ice Rod and Flippers for, first, after Skull, and then does Swamp to get an extra heart for Mire, and have the hook shot. Well, Jesse, I don't know if Jesse knows this, but he could do what's called AD Spooky here. Let's see if he goes for it. He's gonna have to hit this switch first. Looks like he's not going for it. Yeah, he's just gonna use a bomb. What you could do is throw a cane block into the pit, and then in this room, you go to the bottom of the screen and Fire Rod left and do a Fire Rod dash up, and once the screen scrolls up, if you don't get frame rolled, the switch will be hit. But he had already used he didn't do that, so he just opted to use bombs. Right, so we've got 8 hearts for Viddy, so we're more comfy now this go around.
And take damage from the slime so you don't take damage from the eyes. You can use your iframes.
Ha, iframes. Alright, Brett's getting his ether, and now going to Mire.
Yeah, and if he has a clean Mire, he can gain a lot of time here.
Yeah. Well, okay, just kill that guy, you know.
So much for the burb toss.
Yep. Oh gosh, he actually could have gotten hit there. That might have been bad.
Yeah, you really want sword beams from Iron 2 room if you can help it. And coming in here with the hook shot is nice because the hook shot one-shots the popos. But looks like we're gonna do Fire Rod anyway.
You use beams. Beams and Fire Rod. Hook shot can get blocked by the Beamos. Hookshot's also slower just because you have to wait for the hookshot to retract back to you. Beams you are always take the same amount of time.
So I guess Jesse is gonna combo Catfish and Zora.
Yep. This is pretty standard. Press deciding to stop his dash to not get hit by the rude fireball. Oh, that worked out. Shooting the fire rod there, hitting the jelly, which is kind of interesting.
That room was so fast I didn't even catch it.
Yeah. Gosh, it feels like I'm just listening to a jazz band live or something. This is this MSU is something else. Oh gosh. Oh man, I hate Zora area.
Yeah, and going through there without a water walk means you have to actually take the long way like Jesse did.
Yeah, I mean you fire at him, but you usually fire at him like from below, moving up, Sleepy. That was just interesting because it managed to hit him. I know he was trying to fire rod the slug, but it ended up going past the slug, moved out of the way, and then it hits the wall, which the barrier ran into the wall.
So with Jesse's route, I assume he gets Ice Rod right after he finishes Ice.
He'll get it after Swamp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want if you're gonna get Ice Rod and not do the route that rescues, you want to have Hook for it so you can make getting Ice Rod a little bit faster.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you can use Hook Speed on the stairs. All right.
Here it is, since we know where the big key is, it is definitely faster to just continue in, do Icebreaker, grab the big key, rather than going back and hitting the switch.
Right. Yeah, because we know where the keys and big key are. We can not hit the switch. But yeah, there was Icebreaker right there. That's what we go to Mire early for now.
And by the way, shoutouts to the people at Race Time who have allowed us a vanilla preset goal.
Yeah, now we have a specific vanilla preset no save and quit category, essentially.
Because until a couple of weeks ago, there was always an awkward question of if you're playing vanilla preset, what do you set the goal as?
Brett's actually doing an extra spin there. It is slightly slower, but it's a little safer if you have the health to do it. But he takes down Biddy.
And I just realized that Jesse doing Ice before Swamp is also just completely ruling out Blue Mail, because if you want to get Blue Mail quickly, you kind of need the hookshot to clip the blocks.
Nah, you can still. It's all right if you have the bombs. Like,
yeah, right. You mean actually do it the way the game wants you to?
It's 8 seconds versus 6 seconds. But you're definitely gonna see Breast get Blue Mail and Ice. I'm pretty sure he's mentioned that he gets Blue Mail. Oh man, that's. Oh wow, he got lucky. Oh my goodness.
Yes, Puff was a bit reluctant and went down fighting, but...
Oh, I'm talking about Breast.
Oh, Breast, okay.
On the bridge, yeah, he moved a little far left, which is a little riskier. Sometimes you can just get hit out of your dash by that guard, but then he killed the guard and it dropped a heart, so he went back to full health. Jesse looks like he had a decent time with Cold Stare, so he's done with Ice now.
Yeah, but Breast definitely still has a lead, because Jesse has to do Swamp and get Ice Rod, and Breast just has to do Ice Palace after he gets this Quake.
Yep.
and as you said a while ago, we'll find out the exact size of the lead once both runners are making their way to TR.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could go mode swamp, it wouldn't be very long, but we do kind of have to get that vanilla big key to get the hook shot.
Yep. They make you do the dumb thing. You get to see the hook shot get used. Oh, or not. You can hook that block in that room. Don't know why Bress isn't using the hook. Oh, there he goes. He heard me. He heard me judging him for not using the hook in that first room.
I mean, maybe he's in here.
No, he wouldn't have heard me that fast. There's too much of a delay between.
True, there's gotta be what, like at least 15 seconds. I forget what ZSR typically uses for a restream delay.
Okay, so Bress will need to grab. Either he's going to need to do a modified Colster fight, or he's going to have to grab extra magic because he is now going to be short magic. He had to use an extra cane block there, which will put you short magic because you used another cane block here just a little bit.
Yeah, and we don't have bombos to go that route.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Wait, no, because he does. No, he's fine. I'm sorry. Why did he? Because he didn't need to use a fire rod shot.
Yeah, as long as he conserves sword beams, he'll be fine in any case. He can always just do sword beam phase 1 cold stare.
I think he got a magic drop in the Pengator room, and that's why he's got more magic. I think that's what happened. I just missed it.
Pengators are in the magic pack.
Yeah, I think I just missed that. Is he? I think he's still fine.
Again, as long as he has sword beams, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. But he has definitely made me nervous with his chain usages. Alright.
See, I probably would have used sword beams there just to be safe, in case I was just slightly below full and you couldn't visually tell on the meter.
Yeah, it's one of those peace of mind things. But he makes it through, despite making me a little nervous. Alright, but now Bress will be on to Turtle Rock, because he has all he needs.
Yeah, so he's basically ahead by a back of swamp, plus, right, Jesse still needs to grab Ice Rod. Don't really want to go into TR without the Ice Rod.
No. Don't want to be like DoomTap in his first qualifier run.
Did DoomTap really do that?
Yes.
One of 5 people in the world who can sub 123.30 the vanilla game, and he did that.
That's true, you did finish DoomTap. You even got a sub 120. Is DoomTap really a new runner?
It's that whole Atlantic time zone thing, that's what I blame.
Okay, so interestingly enough, the room after you do Diver Down in Swamp, you actually don't want to dash out that doorway. You want to pump up. Kind of diagonally pump up left. It's actually because of how water movement works. You don't get as much mileage out of dashing through water, and pumping actually will still reset your movement to a 2-pixel boost each time you do it. So it's like one of those few places where you'd think dashing might be better, but I know actually pumping initially is faster.
Yeah, that's surprising. What does dashing get you? I mean, I know regular dashing gets you 4-pixel movement.
Yeah, dashing through water is 3 pixels.
Okay, so at that point, given how long it takes to charge a dash, it's not worth it.
Yeah, giving how long it takes to charge dash, and you don't move as fast in water. And pumping still will give you that 2 pixel like boost, even through water. Oh, Brett's getting knocked by that jelly. That jelly is the worst. He loves to knock you off. He might still be in the way too, but thankfully he's not electrified. Yeah, pumping is more effective than water overall. Yeah, Bress is gonna mirror out here, looks like. He probably just doesn't like to do the reverse roller skip.
Yeah, and I think he would have grabbed the pot for the magic refill anyway, so that would have added a bit of time. So at that point, probably negligible time difference.
He probably also just won the magic refill anyway, because he had to use extra bit of Samaria.
Right, that's what I mean. He would have, if he had run out of the crystal roller room, he would have stopped to grab the magic refill.
Okay, that was rude chain chomp movement. That chomp like lunged, but he got caught up near the chest area, and so he was completely in the way of the chest. Yeah, like what the heck, man? What do you like? That's like what? It's like you just throw your hands up and like, what do I do, man? Brett's getting the optimal Poke 1 RNG, but he probably just isn't familiar with the strat, so he just does a safer version with the Fire Rod. Which he had the magic to spare, so Fire Rodding is not the worst.
Jesse really getting bodied by those dead rocks, though at least he didn't get blocked by them. He basically took some body hits to avoid getting dead rocked.
Oh yeah, and so he does not have the fairy. Oh no.
And yeah, he was too far north doing Quake.
Rest just looking to use fire on this room because he didn't charge his sword.
What do you know? He's skipping Mirror Shield.
Almost like we don't need it or something. Ooh, Bress not using his sword beams. He could definitely use sword beams here. Sword beams makes actually the squeeze strat in the crystal roller room a lot easier.
Yeah, much easier than using Samaria, and then you have to worry about like, is your Samaria beam gonna get blocked?
Yeah, if you're too slow with Samaria, it's just you'll have to take some extra time just to wait. Excuse me. Bestie, no fear, not doing a bit slower version of reverse roller skip, where he doesn't take damage. He's just his awareness of not having fairy.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that was faster than mirroring, except that he was able to get that one heart under the jar.
I believe mirroring is actually like 4 to 6 seconds slower. I don't remember how slow it is, but mirroring is actually quite a bit slower than just going back out of roller room.
Even including the time to get the stuff under the jars.
Well, if you get the stuff out of the jars, then yeah, it's not as slow to mirror out.
Yeah, that was the thing that Jesse got the stuff under both jars.
I missed that, so it's still slower. Whereas not doing backdoor strats here in Trinex, you can do a 1 cycle if you guarantee get a 1 cycle if you do backdoor properly, but we'll get a 2 cycle here.
Yeah, I was surprised he hesitated on the ice head there.
Mm-hmm.
Wound up getting an extra cycle. Once again, Jesse really needs to be careful of his health, and he can't take powder with full magic.
Yeah,
And he's the one who's still on green mail.
That's also true, yeah.
But yeah, Bressingham now has 7 crystals, and he's gonna open GT, and we definitely do not like to play a game here.
No, we know where things are. It's boring. Missouri State University, Massachusetts State University.
Massachusetts is one of those states that names our state universities after the city they're in, so there is no Massachusetts State University.
Not even like UMass or anything like that?
Well, there's University of Massachusetts, but there's no Massachusetts State. You have like Fitchburg State and Salem State and Westfield State. You know, they're all named after the city they're in.
Harvard State. Get out of here, Fox. New England Conservatory State. In MSU, I actually don't even know what, I forget what it stands for, but it's a way we can get audios of different games into as a little pack, and we can play it like DVD, CD quality audio, and just use it while playing this game. And so when we say an MSU pack, we're talking about the whichever game or collection of music we compiled and are using to play music along in the background while we do this game. I mean, my DM, you know, if you want to explain it, because I don't know the details too well, by all means.
Massive sound unit? Is that for real? I always assumed the M was for musical.
Yeah, well, like, where's the... Maybe it's microprocessing something? I don't know. Heck if I know. Microsoft Unlimited. I don't think that's what that means. Music. Oh my gosh. Alright, okay, Bressingham on Ice Armos now. Does it nicely, honestly. Gets that big key and mirrors. No, okay, he's picking up some extra arrows. He didn't have to pick those arrows up. He was at 10. But he's just playing it safe, I guess.
Yeah, and then you have a bit of extra ammo as you climb if you want to use more arrows.
Always true.
But yeah, so Bressingham is up by more than an entire GT basement at this point. So...
Look, he got a 10 drop anyway.
So he's
That'll
really
show
good
him.
for arrows now.
That'll show him.
I mean, almost makes you want to pick up silvers at that point.
Nah. Is that what it stands for, Jocelyn? That sounds plausible enough. Believable.
Well, Jossum's from Michigan, so it has to be Michigan State University, right?
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. Mississippi State University. There's, trying to think. Yeah, that's the only one I can really come up with. I think that's major. Always Spartan 10. I'm trying to think of like the notable universities.
Oh yeah, good old Montana State in Bozeman.
I'm sorry, but Montana State I wouldn't think is very notable.
They were in some basketball tournament, I think, recently.
Are they really? Okay then. Oh, we're getting way off track here.
That's what a
Bressingham
GT climb will do to you.
Yeah, well, Bress made it through the gauntlet alright, so now he's on Lamo 2. Bad pattern, so probably just gonna have to take it easy. Save a little bit of magic, I guess. Oh, he could have hit that guy, but he wasn't quite nifty enough. Alright. Media streaming unit. Okay, we finally understand.
Yay!
Jesse also making it through the Ice Armos fight. He's probably not going to get the arrows. Okay, so something to note.
This is awfully mellow for GT client music.
Yeah, so something to note actually about the vanilla preset ROM. They do not have the fixes for like jingle glitch in GT.
Oh.
Yeah, because of it's because of no logic. The glitch category is that they remove that fix so that way you can take advantage of quadrant glitch in certain dungeons. So you could actually still despawn GT if you are, I guess, quote-unquote unlucky. We're getting knocked off by Moldorm there.
Well, that was a sympathy knockoff since Jesse did it on Moldorm 1. And I'm guessing Aga 2 is guaranteed to never do blue balls as well?
Correct. No blue balls on Aga 2 either.
So you always have some sort of a shot at a double-triple. Might not be a good shot depending on the positioning, but it's a shot.
Yeah, positioning is key. Oh, canceling his dash there even before he needed to. Testing also making it through the gauntlet pretty nicely. See if this Lambo goes better for him. I'm curious. Oh no, same pattern, honestly. Yeah. Oh, nice one. I believe that was a 3-cycle, wasn't it?
I actually missed it. I was looking at the Landmo fight, which unfortunately didn't go too well for Jesse.
Yeah, I think they equally went just about as poorly as you could probably have a Lambo 2 fight go.
But yeah, if Bress can get a decent Phase 4, he should be able to sub 120 this.
Yeah. Hope he's not listening.
Because otherwise we'd have cursed him?
Yeah. Okay, good start. Gets Phase 1 in 1 cycle. Was that 12 hits? I thought that was only 11. Okay, now we're good.
Apparently it was 12.
Yeah, I guess he got enough slash. I thought he got only 7 slashes in the free fire bet.
And yet another quality of life improvement: no additional Ganon warps.
Oh yeah, we love no Ganon warps. All right.
Did you find the arrows in the Dark World? Gee.
Oh man, that was a little sketchy, but he got torch clutch, so we're
he was almost too early on it.
Mm-hmm. We just need to spin to win, as they say. So that's 3. Just needs 9 more. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, he could have gone for that torch there, but 9, 10, 11. I'll wait out one more. 12. GG's. Get your G's in chat for Bress.
And as far as we know, this is a PB for him in vanilla preset.
Yeah, it sure is. Oh, by the way, nice 2-cycle. That was a 2-cycle on Jesse's side.
Nice. So Jesse will probably get something in the neighborhood of 121, a little bit higher.
Yeah. Ganon fight takes 1. Let me see, where's he split? He splits on landing, so it'll be like a 121 1x. 121 2x. But yeah, let's see if we can get Bressingham in the interview booth.
That's one thing I really like about NMG or vanilla preset or you know, any of these tournaments in things that are fixed. You get to watch runners PB all the time. It's really fun.
Yeah, when they're newer to the speedrun, you can kind of see that more often.
I think you've even gotten a PB in one of these tournaments, haven't you?
One
One of
probably.
the NMGs.
Alright. Let's see if I can get Bressing in here.
Jesse taking the much safer route of using the lantern for phase 4. And hey, we get to enjoy some Final Fantasy VI battle music.
Oh, the Final Fantasy VI? Okay, got it.
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VI boss music.
Alright, get your G's in chat for Jesse.
Honestly, given the trouble he had in a few places, pretty good recovery to only lose by 2 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the big setup?
Well, Hera was a serious problem.
Yeah, Hera and Meyer were kind of meltdowns, I guess.
Trying to think if there was anywhere else he took a death besides Hera. In any case, it sounds like we are joined here.
Oh, if he doesn't keep deafening himself. There he is. Hey, Bressingham, GG's, dude. Okay, if you're talking, we can't hear you. You might need to get your audio fixed. In the meantime, we are joined by Jesse as well. GG's, dude. Sorry about
GG.
Hera and Meyer.
Yeah, Hera, Skull, Meyer, you know, just the platter of fun.
Yeah.
Ugh. One of those days.
Mm-hmm.
That happens.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part is like I see the gold splits in it. I've got a 117 in me, and I keep saying like I'm gonna hit it this tourney, and then Moth Death in week 1 against Bread, and kind of balanced out with Bread having a similar death, and then this week I had 3 deaths, 1 force, 1 accidental. I don't know. Either way, like, not a good way to go up against somebody who had a really clean run. Like, Bressingham's been doing great to start this. 2 PBs in a row.
Yeah, considering he came in with a 121 and then got a 120 and 119.
He had a massive PB last week against Byandium, and then puts up another one this week. Like, hot damn.
Yeah, he hasn't done a lot of speedruns of this game, and so
Yeah.
Whenever you do that and you join a tournament when you still haven't done a lot of it, you tend to get those PBs.
So I was wondering if you had thought about death warping out of Hera Basement, and then you wouldn't have had the...
I should have been
out.
fine. Shouldn't have needed it. At all. Like, that beetle room on the climb, I shouldn't have taken damage, and then it just, like, it fell apart. I only did that because it was so bad. Like, that's not... That, a heart and a half, I would have hit the safety switch. I would have gotten the Moldorm heart, or the Moldorm, mini Moldorm, Petting Zoo mini heart. Petting Zoo heart. And then I would have been fine for the bomb jump, if so. That was
okay. We're joined again by Bressingham. Are you able to talk this time?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, sorry about that.
So yeah,
I mean,
GG. Nice job with the
Yeah,
PB.
GG.
thank you. Yeah. It was a PB, so can't ask for more.
Yeah, it was interesting. I noticed you were running against non-PB splits, because I'm pretty sure you had a better time than what was on your splits, wasn't it?
Yeah, my PB is 120.04, and I was running against median.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, I forgot what that time was already. 119.
It was
Oh,
like
yeah, that was-
121 something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
everything went about as perfect as I could have asked for. Obviously, since I PB'd. So
Yeah, for that to happen in a race too. I mean, yeah, you can't say no to that.
yeah, for sure. I missed. I wasn't really watching. How did the run go for you, Jesse?
The less said, the better, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, until Hera, you guys
Sure.
were trading the lead back and forth. You were super close.
Yeah, I thought, with Hera, I was like, okay. I knew going in, I was like, I've got about 2 minutes. Exiting Hera, I was like, I'm about 2 minutes behind my PB. I'm like, I can't have another big blow up. And then Skull kind of imploded and Meyer imploded further. And I was like, yeah, this is not helping. So it only got worse.
Skull wasn't horrible. It was just dragging the statue and being a little off.
So statue wasn't terrible. I could have lived with the statue thing. It was the fact that then getting the big key, I think I lost 4 hearts. And then continued to lose health, so that's why I took that death. It was just like, yeah, no, that was the thing, is like, and then the slug and Meyer just wasn't a bro tonight.
No.
I could have lived with the idea that I got tagged once. I was like, you get mushroom for a reason in this. Like, it's a race. You played a little bit safer. It's okay. And then he just cornered himself in the pot. And I picked up the pot and he decided to come at me. So I was at 1 heart. And then I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think what you could have done is grab the lobby key instead of the spike key. But outside of that, it's hard to think about that in real time.
When do you ever see yourself hitting that kind of bad luck in Meyer? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Relkin,
Yeah.
you're an NMG guy. Like, do you plan for the implosion of Meyer like that?
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. But like, yeah, it's just one of those things. You just gotta think on your toes, and sometimes being a little slower is better than doing something really risky and dying as a result. But yeah, I can understand being really, really frustrated at something like that. Like, yeah, like I totally would be in your shoes. I definitely would have been super pissed.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed about this game, is that if you err on the side of caution, you lose a little bit. But if you go a little bit past your limit, if you make a mistake, you lose like a minute or 2 or 3. It's a very punishing type of game. It's really scary.
Well,
Which
yeah,
is why
that
I get every safety.
every safety in the game. Well, why don't you get red mail or silvers then?
I mean, good point.
we were actually discussing, the potential for routing to get Buttersword to silvers and skip tempered.
Yeah, I heard about I think Fox Lisk was talking about that, labbing that out. But that's scary. I like tempered sword.
Hey, I'll take my CR tonight. There we go.
Oh, is it 69?
I did hit a 69.
Yes, nice. Heck yeah.
It's so tight, like, to get it, because between mushroom and the arrows and all the other like mini pickups, like, it's very possible to hit it. It's also very easy to get 70.
Yeah, if you do Saw rupees, it's a lot easier for sure.
Yeah,
I usually get 65s in mine.
Yeah,
So not close for me.
Yeah, I was joking about the ways you could get it if you do rupee polls. And like even with doing icebreaker for big key, it's like you'd have to get both the arrow chests and what other things are you fluffing?
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, Bressingham, I guess you're one game away from winning the Eastern Palace bracket. You'll get to face the winner of Faker Jr. and Fibonacci next week.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I don't really get how the structure of the tournament works, but I'm here for it. So
I mean, it's a 3-week Swiss. You play each of the 3 weeks. If you win all 3 of your matches, you win your bracket. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's all there is to it. There's no extra matches. There's no champion, like, interleague matches or anything like that. It's all condensed into 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's been really fun so far.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Makes me as an admin happy.
Yeah,
You
great.
I have to say, Relkin, I realize probably season 5 might return to the NMG, but if you get to run this again with vanilla preset, this would be the avenue for Hundo.
It might honestly be. Yeah.
Like
good idea.
Because I honestly, Hundo with vanilla, like normal NMG, I just don't think is competitively interesting. But with this, I think you have a way to do it and actually highlight a really fun route without the BS of chest game and dig game.
Is dig game guaranteed like first dig, just like
first dig game? It's rando rules, so it's within 30 digs.
Okay, so it's still randomized 1 to 30.
Yeah.
But
so
you
it's
always get the prize your first attempt at dig game.
Yeah.
And then chess game, you always get it your first attempt anyway.
Yeah, so it obeys all the rando rules.
The next go round, Jesse, I might just have to put in a good word. I'm sure Yurok would be down for that because he loves the rando hundo route.
I'd definitely be interested in trying that too.
Yeah. Pretty sick category, honestly.
Yeah.
Chess game and dig game are really the things that deter people from hundoing NMG.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those things you do once in a while just for shits and giggles, and then you're like, you get a 5, 6, 7, 8 dig game, and you're like, this is why I don't play this anymore. And why it's not a good racing category.
100%. Literally. I think that's going to do it for us, though. Thanks again, guys, for racing for us. Thanks, Drossi, for hopping in the booth last second. And, yeah,
this was fun. I can't remember the last time I calmed vanilla preset, so it was nice to get back into this.
Yeah, thank you guys for
thank you.
in the restream.
Yep, thanks ZSR, and I'll assume that VXR is still around if he wants to close us out.
I'm here.
All right, thank you.
So tomorrow we have actual rando, the finals of the Challenge Cup at 6:10 Eastern. That is game 2 between LHS and Kaysden. I was looking to win the Challenge Cup. Kaysden looking to force a game 3 that would be played on Saturday if needed. That's it tomorrow, I believe.
6 o'clock Eastern.
Yep. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you later.